Hello viewers, welcome to Parties Extra, brought to you by Party Galaxy. Here today are Barbara Thompson, Charlotte Jones, and Jennifer Robinson. They are here to talk about the French and Oklahoma exchange programs.
This is our first ever partnership with a French university where the students are pre-service teachers. And we're partnering the Janine Rainbolt College of Education, partnering with the University of Picardie, Jules Verne. And so it's very, very exciting to have 5 French girls here. Five staying on campus.
Oh, they are? Where do they stay?
They are staying at the Traditions, and they are getting to do a multitude. In fact, we have them busy every single minute. And a big part of their time here is spent at Madison Elementary. An elementary school close to campus with a real diverse population where they have the opportunity to partner or have mentor teachers. Each one has a different teacher to work with in the kindergarten and first grades. And we have students that are going to go over the end of the spring.
Oh, really?
And have the same kind of opportunity there. 5 also.
Well, Barbara, as honorary counsel, you have some things I think to tell us about what's going on, not just students, but everywhere here.
We now have over 20 schools partnered. It began with the Eisenhower Elementary International Immersion School in Tulsa, and that began 25 years ago. And now we have partnered schools all over around the state. We have high schools partnered, middle schools partnered, elementary schools, and culinary schools, thanks to Charlotte and her work when we had some French visitors here. And we also have community colleges, and also the University of Tulsa is partnered with the Amiens, with the Academy Amiens, and now the University of Oklahoma. So it's grown tremendously.
What is an immersion school?
We have one at the moment, and that is Tulsa's Eisenhower International School. And it is kindergarten through 5th grade. The 5th graders go for a 2-week trip to France, to Amiens, and the French students who are partnered come to Tulsa
for 2 weeks. They're here right now, actually.
Are they here?
They just arrived this weekend.
Oh my goodness, they're here right
now.
Yes. And this has been going on, I think, for at least 20 years.
And the whole school is French, is that right?
Well, no, it's half French and half Spanish.
I see.
Now, there are some new immersion schools also now in Jenks, Oklahoma, and they are Chinese immersion. And we went to visit them a few weeks ago, didn't we, Charlotte?
Yes, we did.
It was very interesting, and I think we learned a lot about it. We were with the Norman schools also, looking at this immersion school.
And is there talk of immersion school coming up, new one coming up?
Actually, Norman is building a new elementary school. It'll be in the southern part of Norman. It's scheduled to open in 2012. And at the present time, there is a commitment to look at, and actually plans being made, to have a French immersion component in that school, which is the first ever for
exciting.
Norman. Very, very exciting. And the community that's catching wind of it, wow, the phones are ringing and people are getting really, really excited.
Well, Jennifer, you have the high school students.
I do.
You teach French?
I teach French at Class and School of Advanced Studies. This year I have 8th grade through 12th grade. And I'm getting ready to take a group of 18 teenagers to Amiens for 2 weeks to our partner school. Our French exchange school was here in November for 2 weeks and celebrated Thanksgiving with us and went to school. And now it's our turn to go there. And my students will attend classes and then also do some historical and cultural outings as part of their experience. And they stay with local families. And
oh, they do?
They do.
And you do too?
And I do too. I stay with the teacher. And this is our 2nd year to do the exchange. Last year was such a success. I'm actually taking a larger group this year, and the students that are sophomores now are already thinking about next year. So it's really a success in our school.
And you taught there?
I taught in 2007, 2008. I was a Fulbright exchange teacher to a small rural town about 30 minutes outside of Amiens. So I know the area very well, and I'm anxious to get back to my
So
French
were you there
home.
a year?
I was there a year.
That is
I taught English.
Ah.
And then at the Fulbright exchange, you change places with a teacher. So their English teacher came to my school and taught French. and I went to her school and taught English, and we exchanged houses, and it was a really interesting experience.
That's awesome. Well, okay, so but the Franco Fellows, now tell us about that.
Okay, the Franco-American Fellows Program is through the Alliance Française of Oklahoma City. And back when we first signed the MOU, there was talk of different kinds of partnerships that were possible. And our friends in Amiens already had a similar program established with England. And they said, we'd really like to bring this to Oklahoma and have this opportunity for our students. In France, they have government subsidies for programs like that, and in Oklahoma, we have to find private funds. And so through the Alliance Française, we wrote a grant to the Kirkpatrick Family Fund proposing our ideas, and we received a grant to create an endowment, and so every year we're able to send students, and we're looking to build the endowment so we can send more. Last year we sent 4, and they had a really enriching experience. They were from Classen, from Oklahoma School of Science and Math, and from Westmore High School, and they had chosen different research topics. That's how we select them. They propose a question that requires them to go to France to do their research.
I think that you can tell from the conversations here that we are very lucky here in Oklahoma City and in Norman, to have these dedicated and very, very capable, talented ladies and many others who've been working on these projects for quite a long time. But they are just growing by leaps and bounds, and it's because we have such dedicated and really very capable people working in this
And we're
project.
lucky to have you, Barbara.
I was going to say,
We are really lucky to
none of
have
this
you.
would have happened without Barbara Thompson and her
Yes.
initiative and her encouragement.
Yes, and she serves on several important boards, and she brings up the topic all the time.
And she just won an
yes.
award.
Yes.
Oh yes, I'm very honored.
I'm honored too for you.
Thank you.
With you. Thanks for coming by and for telling us about the great opportunities for students in our state. Au revoir.